Now to an exclusive story out of St. Johns County. A saga is unfolding at the airport in St. Augustine. The man who has run the small airport for 27 years was just ousted last week.
So the question, why? And what does it have to do with your ability to take a commercial flight out of that airport? He's only speaking with On Your Side's Jessica Clark, and she tells us what he's saying and why the new board says it booted him out.
The airport in St. Augustine is tiny. Over the last 10 to 15 years, locals rejoiced when small commercial airlines decided to fly in and out.
Well, I'm so excited we're taking our inaugural flight.
But none stayed for very long. That airport also services private planes and charter flights. Here's where the politics makes a landing. This past fall, voters elected 3 new members to the St. Augustine Aviation Authority Board. It's the group that makes decisions for the Northeast Florida Regional Airport. Many of the new board members ran on a platform of change. At their first meetings, they discussed hiring a new executive director. Ed Woolner has been in that seat since 1996. Last month, all 5 board members voted to put Woolner on administrative leave, effective immediately. New board members Dennis Clark and Jennifer Leota told me they were frustrated with the late delivery of information about a contract to bring a new commercial flight to the airport. They say Woolner did not give them the contract until days before they had to make a decision with the airline, and at least Clark was not entirely happy with the contract. Woolner, who knows every inch of that airport, told me, quote, "They got me out of the way." Out of the way for what, I asked. He says the new board is driven by people in the private sector who have their own agendas that do not involve the public's interest. As for the contract, he said he gave it to the board's new attorney a couple of weeks before the deadline. Woolner told me, quote, "I'd love to talk to you more about it," but explained he's still technically an airport employee, though probably not for long. Meanwhile, the airline that was considering St. Augustine just announced this week that its new Florida city will be Orlando, not St. Augustine. Jessica Clark, First Coast News, On Your Side.